Oh my goodness, here we are. We are in Orlando. We got the A321 retro livery. This didn't work last time, but I think I've got it to work. It was my issues. Yeah, but I can't get the jetway to come in. Oh yeah, there we go. All right, we'll see if the jetway can come in. That's always a positive. Hey Caleb, how you doing, man? Welcome, welcome. Sorry we're late. So you know, Microsoft Flight Sim 2020, and there's a gigantic update. I don't know, it's like 2.7 gigs of an update. So I swear it took like 15 minutes to download, and I'm like, oh, just great. What else? All right, so today we're going from Orlando to Atlanta, and then from Atlanta to Tampa, doing the Florida thing. Lots of wind today. So let's get a move on. So right now, just so we know, Orlando is winds 270 at 20, gusting to 30. Yeah, 270. And then we have 10 statute miles. A few at 3,000, scattered at 4,500, so you can see that up here. And then we're 23/13 on the temps, 29.73 on the altimeter. We'll be taking off today from 37 left. We'll be as the crow flies down that way. All right, so let's go. Let's go. I agree. Let's go. All right, so we've hooked up ground services. Perfect. We know our cost index will be 5. Our fuel to our alternate is going to be 3.4. That's to Birmingham. Let's go ahead and do it in cockpit prep check. So parking brake is on. Radars and predicted wind shear, okay, they're all off. Disarm on the spoilers. Fuels are down on the off position. We're norm. Flaps 0. We're idle thrust. Gears down. Wipers are indeed off. Both batteries are 27.5. We just need to be over 25.5, so we're good. Let's go ahead and hit battery 1. Bat 2. Okay, let's get the external going and watch the screens come to life. I like this little thing you gotta hold to get it to, I guess it's the vacuum or something, and then when you let it go, I don't know. Interesting. So alright, so we know we have low pressure, so cold front just went through. I should say cool front. I don't want to insult the people up north because this is not a cold front, as we would know up north. All right, so 160 is the Gemmy 3. That'll be our first or our top altitude. Will be the Gemmy on the Gemmy 3. Okay, let's see what we got. We got. Let's go ahead and get the oxygen supply. Captain 1, 2, and 3. I should wait to see the on bat go away, but let's go. Signs, arm. Let's go ahead and get non-smoking to auto. Let's seatbelts on, nav to 1, strobe to auto. Let's test engine 1, engine 2. APU. Smoke into cargo. Test. Let's turn on the master for the APU. Let's go ahead and just check the rounds. Okay, we got 17.5. We are in an A321. So we got 17.5 quarts of oil all the way across. Fluids are looking good. Fuel, we desperately need some. So all good. Alright, panel lights. Yeah, let me go ahead and get on a little bit of lighting here. Barrels are set. Flight directors are on. Comm radios. That's something I did not check. Let's just go ahead and get... we should have two things here. We should have the airport info and the Gemmy 3. I think it's 24 point... Is it 24? I think it's 24.3. I'm doing good, Caleb. How about you, man? Let's see. We got, how about KMCO? KMCO. KMCO, we're searching for KMCO on VATSIM website. It tells you what the CTAF is, and it's 24.3, just like we're thinking. How convenient. We already have 2.4 right up here. Orlando belongs to Jacksonville, so I've been keenly watching for the Jacksonville folks to come online. Anytime you guys want to come online, it's fine by me. Alright, so now we have that going for us. We don't have an IFR clearance, but let's go ahead and read it anyway. So we're cleared to the Atlanta airport via the Gemmy 3 departure, pane transition, then as filed. We're going to climb, climb and maintain 16,000 feet. Expect flight level 360 in 10 minutes. Frequency will be 122.8. Transponder will be 2,000. Yep. So that is our quasi clearance, as we just made it up on the fly. How's that? All right. So we've got our transponder is in mode Charlie. Let's go ahead and get the. Forgot to put that back on, but let's go ahead and put the bleeds on. It will take a little while for that to kick in, so that's fine. Wow, funny, look at that rudder, how it's like with the wind. I wouldn't think that I can move the rudder because I don't have any hydraulics. It's interesting how it set itself that way. All right, cockpit prep checklist, please. Gear pins and covers removed. Fuel quantity, we're in pounds. Got an extra 2,000 pounds. ADARS, nav, baro, ref, 0.73, 0.73. Yeah, man, come on. Come on. I have got, you can go into VATSIM, you can see the flight plan that I'm on. It's the Gemmy 3, Pane, Sharks, Laurie, Lars, Jedi 3 arrival. Lars transition kind of on the arrival. Contact ground when ready to taxi. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We will contact ground when ready to taxi. We are good to go. And unfortunately, we will be self-reporting our taxi position. But while we're there, we don't have to cross any runways, but we can go hotel. So we're probably going to go hotel 4 to hotel. That's what I would suggest. I don't want to go golf. I think, well, maybe it is golf. Maybe we do use golf. I was always thinking, I really don't know what Orlando uses. Whatever. Let's just go hotel 4, golf, hotel 10. So we're going to go to 35 left, and it's going to be hotel 4, golf, hotel 10. All right, that's what we're going to position ourselves. If there's any ATC from Orlando or in Jacksonville, let me know. If that from airside 4 is the way to go, I'm confused whether we would actually go down golf or go down hotel. I would think hotel would be for the people that just vacated. That's just my thought. But most of the landings will be done on the outside. Most of the takeoffs will be here. So I don't know. We'll see. All right, enough of that. Cockpit prep checklist is complete. Let's go ahead and load them. Eight minutes. Got 199 people. Let's do it. Okay, so 8 minutes. That gives us 8 minutes to get everything done, and I think we can. Init request. Today we are a Delta 1742. Cost index is 5. And then we have, what did I say? 360. 360, and the temp out is 23. It was nice and balmy here in Orlando. Alright, we got the winds. Let's go to our flight plan. We are departing. Yes, we are. 3, 5 left. We are doing the Gemmy, or Gemmy, Pain. I don't quite like, or I don't like a Pain transition. We don't have any pain. Alright, so Atlanta, we're going to be coming in on the more than likely 27 left right now. Jedi 3, Lars, transition. Yeah, I think we're landing 27 left in Atlanta. I think the winds have shifted. Well, if I go to the ATIS for Atlanta on the arrivals, so about 30 minutes ago, winds were 020 at 5. And they have elected to continue with runway ILS 27 left of the visual 28. Oh, interesting. Visual 26 right, ILS 27 left, visual 28. Okay. We're doing 27 left. We're going to do 27 left. And then we're going to be parking at Alpha 24. Parking today will be Alpha 24. And then we'll make our transition over to Delta 1227 and then take it down to Tampa. All right. Let's get constraint on. Let's go plan. Let's get the constraint over here. Let's see what we got cooking. So we're going to take off, and then we've got to intercept. So we're going to be going so probably fairly quickly. We're going to, I don't know what altitude that is. We'll take a look. We'll have to go from 005 to 037 on our way to JWolf. We need to be above 2,600 feet at JWolf. Okay. And then we need to be above 3,000 at Gyran, and then we're going to be at Biggs. We're going to go all the way through. There's Medusa, and there's Gemmy at 16,000. Okay, good. Pain, Sharks, Laurie, Lars, Newip, Death Star, DTSTR, I guess, Wookie. Wait a minute. New Hope. Look at these. Look at these. Look. If you're a Star Wars fan, you got to really like this. So we're coming in on the Lars, New Hope. Then Death Star is what I'm thinking. Wookie will be the next one. I'm getting pretty excited. And then Jedi for the next one for Jedi. So Jedi. And then you've got Daft 2. I don't know. And then Graham. It's Graham. I don't know. Pooba. And then Manuel. Okay. Let me get my Vias. I always forget the Vias. The Vias. And it's Silva. It's the farthest Via out. Alright, that's why we do it. Alright, let's go. Oh wow. We are taking up a tad too much time. Is the fuel in? Fuel is in. Let's go ahead and get on our pumps. Pumps are on. So they're clicking. How many? Okay, we're almost done with the passenger boarding, so we got to get the secondary in. Got to get the secondary pipeline in. Quickly. Secondary flight plan. KMCO. In case we lose the engine. Yeah. Cost index is go 99. Cruise. Yeah. Let's go 10,000 feet. Probably won't make it there. 60. No. Alright. Doesn't quite matter. We'll get down there anyway. MCO. So we're going to take off of 35 left. I'm going to pin 35 right. 35 right. Ooh, it's a smaller runway. Yeah, we'll come back 35 right. Gives me a little bit of agita though. Via's, I think it's Saray. Let's go take a quick look. ILS 35 right. It's good just to pull up the chart anyway. Cruise. Cruise is the farthest fix out, so let's choose cruise. Cruise. I'm thinking that will be, yeah. There's cruise, Sea Ray, Fisha, yeah. Okay, we're good. Okay, we're good. Okay, we're good. Excellent. We have our secondary in. All right, we got about 40 more people left to go. Are we gonna take an intersection for departure? No, we'll just do Hotel 10, but I could set it up for Hotel 9. What do you think? It's about 9,500 feet. Let's do that. All right, Hotel 9. We'll go 9,500. Yeah, it's close enough. All right. Landing 26 right. We'll see what they do. I'll be coming in from the south, so my thinking is they'll put me on 27 left. That's my thinking. All right, let's go ahead and we've got the intersection, Hotel 9. Good first officers will always put in just in case, right? Just in case. Just in case they say, can you take Hotel 9? You don't want to be looking over at the captain and say, I didn't put in Hotel 9. I put in Hotel 10, full length. Because let's face it, if you put in Hotel 9 and they give you Hotel 10, well, you're going to make it. You're going to make it, right? You're going to make it. All right, aircraft is loaded. That's my tip of the day. How about that? Just when you put in this, your calculations for takeoff, use intersection. Use an intersection. And if you don't get the intersection, you get full length, fine. You know you're going to make it. All right, there we go. Let's go ahead and load in the sync. Okay, we got the final. It's in. Let's sync the weather. We're going to go ahead and take Hotel 9. We're going to be taking 35 left. Surface is dry. We're going to calculate. All right. That's good. But let's go back because we got to get our... Let's send to the MCDU. Got 199 on board. In it. Okay. We know we need 3.4 to get to Birmingham. So that leaves me at 4.4. That leaves me an hour. An hour extra. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. See if it's worth it. But it's always good to take a little extra, right? We have a lot of bad weather up there in Atlanta, so we'll see. It is moving through though. It should be okay once we get up there. Let's go ahead and get to our, let's recalculate. Okay, we're good. Let's get to the perf. And let's go ahead and send to the MCDU. Departing 17, right. Let me go to Orlando. So I'm going to Orlando right now. Yeah, so it looks like Orlando current ATIS on the departure at 2153 Zulu. They're using 35 left, 36 right, and 36 left, which is very interesting because we've got a significant crosswind, even a little bit of a tailwind. It's 250. Very interesting. Yeah. All right, so that's what we're gonna do. Okay, NMB's good, perf is good. Let's go. Let's get the beaker on. Go ahead and get the power off. Make sure I got the bleeds on. Boy, that would have been bad. We don't need the GPU anymore. We're good. Let's go ahead and do the before start checklist. Well, before we do that, let's go ahead and do our pushback. So we're using ambitious pilots for our pushback today. We're going to push back onto the loop here. So let's go ahead and request it.
Cockpit to ground.
All right, before start checklist, parking brake is set. We have good pressure. How about takeoff speeds and thrust? All right, we're 146, 149, and thrust will be 0.6 up. Windows are closed, beacon is on.
Orlando traffic, American 1386 Heavy entering runway 36 right.
The parking brakes are set. You may lift.
Parking brake set. Lifting the aircraft.
See him lift. Oh, that's awesome. You just saw it lift. I love this livery. I'm absolutely in love with this livery.
Okay.
And it's working.
Push start. Please release parking brake.
It's working this time.
Parking brakes are released.
Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence.
It will start in the sequence.
All right, let's get the start ignition on. Let's go ahead and go engine number 1 on. N2 is getting good. Let's go ahead and see us fire up here. Okay, the ignition, we got it. We see it. PSI starting to increase. We're green on the PSI. I like to wait until we get the generator off. Let's go number 2. Ignition's good. A. PSI and the green. Love Orlando. And this is default, guys. This is default scenery from Microsoft, which is crazy. Okay, let's go ahead and get our starter to norm. Let's wait until set start.
Okay, pushback completed. Please set your parking brake.
Okay, parking brake is set. We have
Parking
good
brakes set.
pressure.
Parking brake set. Lowering aircraft.
Let's go ahead and get the,
Ground. Startup is complete. You
let's
may
go
disconnect.
flaps 2.
Roger. Good engine start. Clear to disconnect.
All right, we're going to arm the
Side.
spoilers.
Have a good
Let's
flight.
go up
Holding
0.6.
position waiting for the visual. Thank you and goodbye.
We're mode Charlie. Good. All right, let's hold and wait. Let's get the, I want to see the pin. We're waiting for the visual. Oh, there's the visual. All right, let's go. Full up. Full down. Neutral. Full right. Full left. Neutral. Let's go right rudder. Full right. Full left. Neutral. All right, that's looking good. Oh, we forgot to do the after start. After start checklist. Anti-ice not required. ECAM status, no blue. Pitch trim, yes sir. We're at 0.6. 0.6 or 0.8? Yeah, 0.6. And then the rudder trim is neutral. After start checklist is complete, and we have finished our ahead of schedule. We have finished our flight controls. Let's go ahead and get our lights on, and let's roll. Let's get the parking brake off. We have 0 pressure, which is great. To what we are looking for. Okay, we got our brakes work. That's a positive. Let's go ahead and get our brake on. Let's go ahead and do the takeoff config test. All we got is our cabin. All right. Orlando traffic, Delta 1742, taxiing 35 left via Hotel 4, Golf, Hotel 10, Orlando. All right, we are good to go. Oh, we did get an auto ATC. We're 1520 on the squawk. Perfect. All right, I'm glad I saw that. Here's Hotel 4. And we did say we were going golf, so we're gonna go via golf. How are we looking? We're clear down there. Alright, we're going to take it all the way down to Hotel 10. I know we put in intersection Hotel 9, but we're gonna, you know what, we'll go Hotel 9. I'm sure it's simple to change. I'm sure no one's out there, ooh, they went to Hotel 9 instead of Hotel 10. We got no, I am getting a bad view here, so give me a break. Hold on. For some reason I got windowed. It always does that after an update. I don't know if you guys have the same thing. There we go. All right, that is our flight attendants.
The cabin is now secure for takeoff.
Thank you. All right, that was the last thing that we needed. So let's go ahead and do our taxi checklist. Flight controls are checked. Flaps, well, they are config too. Perfect. Let's see, radar and predictive wind shear. On and auto. Fantastic. Engine mode selector, normal. And then ECAM memo, takeoff no blue. All right, so I believe this is going to be a PAX off. Let's go ahead and double check. PAX are off, and we're doing a flex, 55, I believe. Yep. All right, let's just check. It always bothers me, the company messages. I'm kind of that way. Load sheet. Let's accept it. That's fine. Hotel 8. Remember, we're going Hotel 9er. Let's go ahead and turn on the guard. Something I've been forgetting to do is listening to the guard. I had the guard on when we went to Boston the other day, and New York Center was just pinging somebody on the guard, and it annoyed the heck out of me. It was not, I mean, it was not at the right time. So I had to come down here and flick it. First, I had to. Are they calling me? You know, you always get that. Oh, are they calling me? So, all right, so we're gonna go PAX off as soon as we get up closer to Hotel 9er. When we get lineup, we'll do takeoff runway. Well, it will be 35 left, Hotel 9er intersection. We'll do TCAS, TARA, and then we'll have PAX 1 and 2. Let me go ahead and quickly take a look at our radar out there. Oh, there is no one coming into Orlando right now, so we are good. They wouldn't be coming in on this runway anyway. Alright, let's go ahead and get the PAX off. You like to wait as long as you can, particularly in Florida, huh? Right? Let's go ahead and get the strobe on. We're good here. We're going to take, there's 35 left. We're identified. And this is the Hotel 9er. Okay. Orlando traffic, Delta 1742. Taking runway 35 left at Hotel 9er. Departure on the Gemmy 3. Orlando. Okay, let's go ahead and line up. Alright, let's go ahead and get our lights on. Oh yeah. We're good here. PAX are off. Okay, take off runway 35 left, Hotel 9 intersection. TCAS. TARA. PAX 1 and 2 off. Let's go ahead and get the chronos. Let's spool them up. Alright, let's go. Love it. It's about all I can muster though. Alright, so we're Manflex 55, SRS runway, auto thrust blue, thrust is set. Hundred knot check. Hard time maintaining that center line. Remember, we got 2.7. The winds are at 2.7. 20 gusting. V1, rotate. Look at us get pushed, man. Let's go ahead and kind of crawl over here a little bit. Positive rate, gear up. we're following, we're all good. Okay, flaps 1, speed check. So well, you're flying this thing manual out. Yeah, we are. Alright, lever climb. I'm not going to go to climb quite yet on the power. I need to see a little positive arrow. There's the positive arrow. Alright. Thrust climb, climb. Alt blue. Nav. Auto thrust. Alright, let's go ahead and get PAX 1 on. Wait 10 seconds. Orlando traffic. Delta 1742 passing 2,300 for 16,000. Last call. Clear of runway 35 left. Alright, that's 10 seconds to go PAX 2. Alright, we're coming up on Wolf. We needed to be 2,600 feet at Wolf. We are higher. That's good. We are 2,900. Even with the 2,000 extra pounds of fuel, everything's going well. Love, 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 love this. I'll get it on autopilot in a minute, and then I can go to the outside. I just love flying the departure, though. And flying this sucker. Look at that, though. It doesn't want to give me the S-speed on the flaps yet. Well, maybe that if I push the nose down a tad and put the thing where it's supposed to go. Alright, flap 0. Speed check. We're good. Alright, let's go ahead and disarm the spoilers. Let's go ahead and get our lights off. I should say just our taxiway. Ooh, let's go. Okay, AP1. AP1's on. Alright, yeah, so lights, I'm just talking taxi lights and runway turnoff lights. Packs are on. Spoilers are disarmed. Flaps are 0. Gear is up. Packs are on. We are good. We are good, Captain. We are good. Love, love. Have I said how much I love the livery? Got it off of flightsim.to. Major apologies to the developer. I didn't mean when we were flying to Boston to come off like it was the livery's fault. It was weird. You guys saw it. The pilot. If I can get the words out, the EFB for the pilot didn't work. We couldn't load in any weights. It was wonky. We couldn't get any ground service as well from the and so I was just thinking, wow, you know, the developer just wasn't paying attention or whatnot. No, after I turned off the computer and did a full restart, put it back into the community folder, and then loaded the sim up again. Man, it was beautiful. So go ahead, get yourself the retro Delta for the Airbus 321. It's awesome. Look at that. Look at that. Alright, we're coming up here soon. Alright, passing 10,000. So let's go ahead and get our landing lights off. We're now on top, so I feel pretty good about letting the people roam the cabin and let the service start. As soon as we do that, we do a turn. Isn't that great? You're free to roam about the cabin, but when you're in your seats, keep your seat belts buckled. Alright, you can see we got to be at Jemmy above 16,000. And the blue arrow indicates we'll get there in between Medusa and Jemmy, so all good. I want to do a fuel check at Jemmy. So time and fuel check at Jemmy. So let's go ahead and be ready for that. So at the, where are we? So at our OFB, we're going to the flight log page, going on the Jemmy 3 to Jemmy. This number right down here says we should be at Jemmy in 10 minutes after takeoff. We're 7 1/4 right now. We have 6.6 to go to Medusa. So anyway, and then we should be at 14.1 on the fuel. Let me zoom in. 14.1 on the fuel. We shall have burned 3.1 already. Wind should be at 251 at 94 knots. Right now we're at 265 at 50 knots. We're not quite there yet, but you can see we just passed. Well, we're coming up on Medusa, and on Medusa it's 89. So we'll see. We're at 8 minutes already. Remember, 10 minutes to Jemmy, 14.1. We're at 14.9 right now on the fuel. So, yeah, I think we're going to be ahead on fuel off the departure. I'm not lying, man. That was an interesting departure. I am really glad that our first waypoint was to the east, to the right, because that wind was just cooking. I didn't quite see it. I could feel it, but I didn't have enough time to look down to see, oh, it's 30 knots or it's 25 knots. I'll have to go back and look at the camera, or the video, I should say. It was 20 knots gusting to 30. Direct crosswind. Some planes, I mean, I don't know. If I were in the 414, that's probably too steep of a component to take off. I guess you're screwed at Orlando if that happens. I mean, there's no east-west runway. You don't have like a little one out there. Okay, here we come on Jemmy. Alright, we're at 16. My bad. Should have cleared us higher. $360. I'm gonna go manage climb. Alright, so 14.7. Remember we were 14.1, so we're 600 pounds. We're 600 pounds to the good on fuel. So not only do we take 2,000 pounds extra, but we're 600 pounds better. So we have about 2,600 extra pounds right now that we can play with. Not bad. We'll just keep an eye on that going in. I always want to keep an eye on our fuel going into Atlanta. We have no idea what's going to happen in Atlanta. Well, Jacksonville Tower came on, which is good, because that means that Jacksonville Center might come on soon. Oh. All right, what is Atlanta? Atlanta's 86, so I could tell you I'm going to go 29er 86. Yeah, I'm going to go standard pressure. I'm going to pull it. Okay, here we go. Can I take any shortcuts? Eh. it's not really going to save me any time. And I don't want to have to explain myself. Very interesting. So if you look at this, so we should be at flight level 360 at the halfway point, ETP. And then we don't start descending until in between Larry and Lars. Larry and Lars. Lars. Who is Lars? Ooh, I think I know. I think I know. Obviously, we have Star Wars theme waypoints going into Atlanta right now. I had nothing to do with that. But we have Larry, which I don't know if that's a Star Wars theme. Lars, I pretty much think it is. And then look at this, new HP. What's that for, huh? New Hope. And then DT STR, I'm thinking that's the Death Star. I'm thinking that's the Death Star. And the Wookiee. Well, we all love the Wookiee. And then we have Jedi. Jedi. I'm at a loss for the next two waypoints. I'm going to need some help with this. DAF 2? Daffy? Day... I don't know. And then Graham? 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 Poba? Is that like a planet? I don't know. I don't know. You guys are going to have to tell me. You guys are going to have to tell me. How do those last three waypoints relate to Star Wars? I don't know. I don't know. Lars. How does Lars? How does Lars? That's my question. How does Lars relate to Star Wars? Who is Lars? Ooh, I almost gave it away. Lars. Anybody? Feel like Ferris Bueller. Movie Ferris Bueller. Lars. Now, if you're watching, subscribe. Go ahead. Chat. Let's see. Who is it? I need help. I have an idea who Lars is, but I don't know for sure. And I need help with these last three waypoints. Daffy 2? Daff 2? Graham? Poba? How does that relate to Star Wars? I'm not sure. Not sure. I love waypoints though that have themes. It's gonna be fun. So, oh no. Something's going on with our stream. I'm seeing the stream is glitchy. The stream is either glitchy or it's stopped. Not sure why. It looks like it's going to be fine. What's up, Skystream? We are trying the Delta retro livery one more time. We got it off the ground this time, though. I will join you in Tampa. Well, I am flying right now to Atlanta, and then we're going to go from Atlanta to Tampa. And then I'm going to be probably smoked by then. But anyway, definitely join me in Tampa. That'll be fun. Join me in Atlanta if you can and fly to Tampa. But here's the question. Maybe now why we got your attention here and you're on. We know that these waypoints going into Atlanta are Star Wars themed. So we're wanting to know what Lars is, or who Lars is. We know it's New Hope. We got the Death Star. We got the Wookiee. We got the Jedi. But then we're drawing on a loss on the next three. DAF 2? DAF II, Graham, and Poobah? Yeah. So we're looking for some answers. We're looking for some answers. Man, that's hot. I think I can see Buster through the window. Yeah. There's Buster. I don't know, would you be worried if you were a passenger and you kind of looked in there and you saw a guy in a hoodie and a dog? I don't know, things are working out pretty good so far. Buster agrees. Oh man, 747. Is that with X-Plane, or is that the 747? Is that Salty? Which 747 are you? Is it another one? Which 747? All right, next time in fuel check will be on at Sharks. And we'll be at Sharks. We should be at Sharks in 21 minutes. We're on 19 right now, so we're not. I could tell you what. Well, we got a little bit more of a headwind that flight planning took into consideration. So we got 95 knots, and flight planning was saying on our way to Sharks would be 76. So Sharks at 21 minutes, which we're not going to make, and we're going to be at 25 or 12.5 on the fuel. We're at 13 right now. So I could see us burning 500 more pounds, definitely, in 26 miles. So look at the fuel flow. So the fuel flow is just called 150 pounds a minute. It's going to take 3 minutes to get the Sharks. So 3 times 150 is what, 450? We're going to be close. 450 minus, yeah, 450 pounds minus 920. It's going to be close to 500. So, yeah, it would be close to 12.5. The Salty Mod. Hey, Mexican Aviator. Welcome into the house. The Salty Mod. You know, I had the Salty Mod. It's by Fly-by-Wire, right? I never really flew it. Okay, so the Atlas Air Virtual. That's cool. Alright, so we need some help. We need some help. You guys on the stream. Put on your Star Wars hats. Because going into Atlanta, we have these Star Wars waypoints. I need to know who Lars is. I forget. Then we got New Hope. That's easy. DTSTR is Death Star. Then we got the Wookiee. Then we got Jedi. So we're coming in on the Jedi 3. These are some of the points. I am drawing a blank on the last 3 points. Daff II, Ram, and Poobah. How do those relate to Star Wars? I don't know anything about Star Wars. Alright. Well, I'll throw a softball one out there. We'll see who can answer this one first. I am currently 60 pounds heavier on the right side. On the right wing. On fuel. Why? Do I have a leak on the left side? Oh my God. Skystream, you've never watched Star Wars either. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I guess, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's, I don't know. I could show my age. Maybe that's the, it's kind of back in the day. New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi. Those are big. So. Then I didn't like the prequels. I did not like the 2 prequels. But the last one, the last 2 or 3, I kind of got into. I thought it was pretty good. But anyway. You got a Skystream. You got it. And man, and you fly the Boeing. And you fly Boeings. Good for you. Well, let's go ahead. You can see the APU right there. So that's why we are lopsided. Let's go ahead and, shall we? Shall we mess around with something? Let's go ahead and do the crossfeed. So there's the crossfeed. So we can see the tank's crossfeeding right now. Let's turn off the left tank. Pumps 1 and 2. I know. Why do this when it's not broken? Boom, boom. We get the warning light. Let's go ahead and put on the ignition. We're at 40. If there's any real Airbus pilots out there, do they ever do this in real flight, or do they just let the 40 pounds go? I'm pretty sure they let the 40 pounds go. All right, here we go. Here we go. 20. Boom. There we go. Probably didn't catch it in time. Yeah, maybe I did. All right, now we've equalized the tanks, and we have now. Let's go back to norm, and we're not falling out of the sky, so that it's a good day. It's a good day. And I am having a hard time with the stream. We're getting glitchy. I'm not sure why. Got some drop frames. Seem to only be having problems with this aircraft. Alright, we're back to healthy. I don't know, the YouTube said, uh-oh, we got poor health on the streaming. I'm like, what? Alright, we just passed over Jacksonville. I forgot to put below once we got to flight level 360. I think we just got to it pretty much. I thought we were supposed to get to it at ETEP, but anyways, we'll put below. What other trivia Anyway, we're getting there. All right, so it's your first time. It's your first time on the Airbus. I'm going to tell you guys, there is a. It's called Approach and Departure, and it's a channel on YouTube. Approach and Departure. I can't get enough of these guys. It is it's real Airbus pilots, and they're flying for Eurowings. Okay. And so very thick German accents, but the captain who's on the flight all the time, he must be doing this, and he must have permission from Eurowings. He's got like 6 different cameras set up in the cockpit, and so if you watch those, it's fantastic. You'll learn so much about the the Airbus 300 family, because they fly the 319, the 320, the 321, 321 Neo. A lot of fun. Those guys are really good. I can't get enough of those guys. But definitely get yourself a good checklist. So, well, they got a checklist here, right, in the FB? Yeah, they do. I mean, this is just kinda. It doesn't show you the flows and stuff like that. Oh yeah, you're gonna make it to Tampa alive. Oh yeah. I will say, so we're flying in the Fenix. So I've got, we start out in the A320. Oh, and by the way, I would feel the same way if you just put me into a, the PMDG 737 Max, and you said, okay, fly dog, go for it. It would be hilarious. I probably should do a stream. First time. I shouldn't even, and just let you guys help me. I should just get it and load it up in Atlanta, go to like Fort Lauderdale or something, and you guys just kind of, hey, dum go here, go there, without any prep. Would that be fun, or would that be like stupid? Coach the guy on streaming. So yeah, I feel the same way, right? If you put me into the any Boeing series right now, I'd be like freaking lost. I'd be lost. I'd be going to YouTube like, okay, show me the best guys that do this stuff, and let me just see what they do and how they do it and what the procedures are. Create kind of my own flows and checklists from what they're doing, and then have at it, right? Is that what we do? Alright, so we are about 60 miles away from our top of descent, which tells me I better start going here, because Atlanta might go online here and then I won't have any freaking time. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and request the weather. KATL in the identifier. We're on the METAR. Good. We're going to go ahead and put the destination data in on the perf page. Alright, here we go. Winds 180 at 3. Fantastic. What are we? 2987. Okay, so let's go ahead. 29er. Is the MCDU similar in the Boeing 737? Is it pretty similar to this setup, where you got director prog, perf, init, data, flight planning? Is it kind of like that, or is it like totally different? at 3. Yeah, I know. Yeah, we took off. Winds were gusting at 30, at 2.7, and we took off of 3.5. So we had a 90-degree crosswind for the most part. Yeah, it was fun. All right, let's keep pushing it. Let's keep pushing. Keep pushing. All right, we're going to come in on the Jedi 3. I love the Jedi 3 because we're going to come in on Lars, New Hope, Death Star, Wookiee. Lars, New Hope, Death Star, Wookiee, Jedi. There's DAFI, DAFI at 8,000. Graham and Poobah and Silva. Silva is going to be our initial approach fix. Alright, so let's now look at this. This is for lost comms. Where do we go? Is there a page 2 somewhere? Alright, from Jedi, track 320, yep, to DAFI at 8,000. Then on track 320 to Graham. Then on track 004 to Poobah, then on track 400 or 004, expect radar vectors to the approach final course. What's Silva? Because that's probably where I'm going to be going. Silva 7,000. So we're going to probably intercept in between Rom and Silva. We could even go to CJ. So we could bring it down to 5,000 if we don't have tower. If we don't have any ATC, that's what I'm doing. I'm going down as soon as I get past Graham. I'm going to go to 5,000 and I'm going to intercept. I'm going to go heading mode and then I'm going to intercept somewhere in between CJ and Rom. It also depends on if we have any traffic and kind of where we could fit in. So we'll have to make that call once we get closer. But that's our brief. 108.5, India Foxtrot, Sierra, Quebec. Depot will be the final approach fix. 2,800 feet. Airport's at 1,000, so gives you kind of an idea. Decision altitude will be 1,200 feet. Depot 2,800. Final approach course 275. What is our mist? Climb 1,500, then a left turn out to 4,000. Perfect. Let's see how that all syncs up. Boeing pilot flies Airbus with Boeing setup. So many things can go wrong. Yes. Yes, they can. That's why we do it. So we said Barrow was 1,200 feet. It was really 199, 119 or 1199, but hey, 1 foot. VLS will be 138. So look at our clean speed will be 236 once we hit the decel. Flaps 1 will bring us down to 200, which is pretty good. I'm going to get to flaps 1 pretty quick. It's 200. That's pretty good that far out. Flaps 2 is going to bring us all the way down to 155, so we want to go there late. Wind is now, I can't believe the wind is that calm. Alright, let me go check out the real ATIS for Atlanta right now. Real ATIS for Atlanta. Well, it's almost an hour old. 180 at 3, yeah, same thing. Same thing. I'm going to be coming in 27 left. ILS 27 left. How is the RadNav? Is it? Yeah, it's there. Alright, so radnav button brings up our radio nav. So we could see India Foxtrot Sierra Quebec 108.5. Okay, so we've identified that we have the right frequency for our localizer. Alright, we're 18 miles until our top of descent. Estimated fuel on board is going to be 10.6. And what are we at right now? 11.2. Gee, mini Christmas. So we're going to shed... for 600 pounds, that's it. Alright, let's say that we're going to be 161.4. 161.4 on the landing weight. We're going to be 27 left. Let's apply the METAR. Love the CFB. And let's go max. Okay, so it's a 9,000 foot runway, and it's saying we're going to take up about 7,600 feet. Let's see where that's going to put us. Where is that going to put us? Yeah, it's going to put us on November 2. If I don't make November 2, it's Papa. Wouldn't be the end of the world if we made Papa. But if I did November 2, then I could easily just make a right and we're going to cross Tango. We also have the Whiskey Loop, which would be a heck of a lot of fun. If we have time, if we have people taking off, we got a lot of people taking off, I'll do the Whiskey Loop. I have the scenery for the Whiskey Loop. If you just use the regular default Atlanta Hartsfield Airport that Microsoft Flight Simulator provides you, it does not have the Whiskey Loop. You have to go to flightsim.to and download the Whiskey Loop and put it in your community folder. Alright, we're getting close. So we're going to put 8,000 in. And we're going to do a managed descent. 8,000 is in. That gives us to... was it... Defy. So that's where we're going. Deceleration is coming up. Top of descent is coming up. Only took us 39 minutes. Alright, here we go. Managed descent. Whoops. 8,000. You can see the little green dot drop in. That's our profile. So we're above profile. And if I want to go ahead, you could add some more drag, but you could put in speed brakes to get that little green dot to come back, but we're good. We don't need to do that. Alright, what's the loop? What's the loop? Okay, I'll show you the loop. It's pretty ingenious, actually. So all the landings will come down here on 27 left. Okay? But you've got this big ass runway, 27 right, with everyone taking off. So 27 right, strictly for departures. So imagine a ton of departures and a ton of arrivals. And so everyone's stacked up here on November trying to cross that Tango or Papa to get themselves over here to, you know, deplane. So what they decided to do, this used to be a parking lot. This actually was a parking lot. And they went ahead and they decided to do it at the parking lot and create a taxiway around the parking lot. And it's down, it's low. And so, I don't know, maybe it's 100, nah, probably not that much. It's probably 50 feet below the runway. And so you go down into the Whiskey Loop and you basically will get clearance from ground to do this. But you don't, the planes could be taking off right over you. But then you don't have to wait. And so everyone's in the Whiskey Loop to Lima and then into the ramp. It's It's ingenious. And they have one over here too. It's called the Victor Loop on this side for Atlanta. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Yeah, you could download it and pop it in. It's really neat. It's really neat. Now that being said, a lot of people don't have it downloaded, and so the controllers get very frustrated when they say, okay, we're going to do the whiskey loop, but nobody has the scenery, and so they end up just bailing on the whole whiskey loop idea, and they just cross people at Papa or Tango. And so yeah, I always ask if I have tower. I'll ask, hey, do you want me to do the whiskey loop? And he goes, no, I can cross you at Tango, or if you want to do the whiskey loop, go ahead. Great, thanks. You know, and then so I get that. And but there are some controllers I've done it. They've been like, yep, cleared to the whiskey loop. And like, too bad if you don't have it. I guess you can go out to the parking lot and kind of simulate it. I mean, there's cars there. I mean, you could do it. There's actually, I think in the default scenery, there's actually like a little bit of like a service road that kind of is where the whiskey loop is that you could put a plane on, but I mean, maybe like a Cessna. No, you do not need to do it for departure, Skystream. You do not need to do it for departure. It's only for arrivals. So if you're just departing, don't worry about it. But if you're going to come into Atlanta at a later date or another time, make sure you have it. I don't think they have a Victor Loop. The Victor Loop might be actually in the default scenery. The Whiskey Loop came later. I think the Whiskey Loop was about a year ago in real life. But you don't need it for departure. I'll show you why. For departure, you're just going to come out here on Lima, Lima, Charlie, and then you're good. If you're coming out here, they typically will taxi you to Mike 2. You'll do an intersection at Mike 2 takeoff. The larger airplanes, your 747, yeah, you'll go on Lima. You'll definitely take up the whole runway. But they want you on the largest runway coming in for a on departure, because man, you're gonna need it. Fully loaded, yeah, you betcha. All right, we are descending brilliantly, and we are crossing A New Hope. All right, if you guys haven't done it already, smash that like button. If you haven't done it already, we're having a good time. It's all good. All right, here we go. So we're coming down good. We are starting to see things kind of come into view here. Lots of constraints. Welcome to Atlanta. Lots of constraints. Atlanta Hartsfield. One of the most busiest airports in the world. Mainly because of Delta. Good Lord. Alright, I'm feeling pretty good about the approach brief. Hopefully you guys do too. Hopefully you kind of have a good feel for what we're doing. Silva, Rom, CJ. Silva 7,000, Rom 6,000, CJ's 5,000. So we're probably going to set ourselves up for a heading somewhere in between here. I'm definitely going down to 6,000. I might go down to 5. Just depends. If I go down to 6, I'll intercept in front of Rom. If I go down to 5, I'll intercept in front of CJ. I will sequence my my arrival. 275, so what is that? That's 905, 095. I'll sequence the arrival, or the approach, excuse me, probably once I get closer and see what the traffic's like. It's either going to be off of CJ or ROM. And it's going to be a 095 radial in. That's what I will do to sequence the approach once I get into heading mode. I'll probably go into heading mode right after Graham. I'm not going to screw around with Poobah. I would if we had ATC. I definitely would stick around on Poobah. And then I would fly the 004 track after Poobah. But ATC would typically get us out at Graham. They will vector us at Graham. This has been my experience. Are they here yet? No, they are not here yet. Got 10 departures in Atlanta right now, and ATC is nowhere to be found. What's up with these guys? All right, let me go ahead and get CTAF for Atlanta plugged in here. It's 119.1. Too many folks are going with 122.8, so you have to be careful. Have your VATSIM radar up and check them to make sure, see what frequency they're on, because they could be sitting there at 122.8 and they're reporting like crazy, but you're not hearing squat. Delta Team USA. There we go. I will be going into gate Alpha 24. Alright, we do have some speed restrictions, which I will abide by on the way down. .280 at the Death Star. Gee whiz. We're at 260 right now. What are we doing? Alright, I'll just leave it. Compressor. Alright, 8.6 and I think it was 8.7. Right? I think it was 8.7. So let's go to 8.7. 29 or 8.7. I would imagine that the pressure is going to come back up rapidly because the cold front had passed. 8.7 was the last report. Okay, good. Oh, what? I did not. Yeah, I don't know what I did. What was it, like Tango 1 and I went to Tango 2 or something? Or I don't know. I'm definitely going to go Alpha 24. But if I make the wrong turn, I make the wrong turn. Fly dog ain't perfect. Let's go see. Let's see. Let's see. Alpha 24. Alpha 24 is going to be... Alpha 24 is going to be... Oh yeah, okay. Alpha 24 is actually going to be on the Ramp 1 concourse, Concourse A. You have to be careful because Alpha is also on the other side. Alpha is also on Concourse B, Ramp 2. Actually, it's not Concourse B, it's on Ramp 2. Ramp 2 has both A and B on it. Ramp 1 has Tango and Alpha. Yeah. It's a little confusing. But I'm going to be going in on Ramp 1 South. On my landings, let's talk about my landings. You need a yoke cam. Yeah, you know, I just switched. I'll definitely get the yoke cam. I'll get another cam set up for the yoke. Why, you want to see how bad my landings are? I have been having a hard time with the A321, I'll be honest. What's been happening is that and you could see it in the last video when we went to Boston. Everything was perfect. Center line was beat, but I floated it just not good. Yeah, I floated just maybe it got down to 10, and then I floated it a little bit, and then we got down to 5. And what happened was I started leaking to the right, and then I'm putting in left rudder to kind of keep it going, but the aircraft is still traveling to the right, even though I had got the left rudder pushed in. There's just not enough. There's just not enough thrust to keep us on the center line, and so because I've already pulled it back, I've already gone to idle. Yeah, so we'll keep it's. How do I go direct in an Airbus? Well, all right. So we have this button here to the left, and go direct, and then you pick your waypoint. So like, let's just say we want to go to Daffy. So we hit Daffy, and then it goes direct to insert, and then hit this button over here. And hit that button right there, and then we'll go right to it. I love the Fenix family, A319, A320, A321. Well, they've done such a great job. I do not like the little drama going on between them and any builds. I do not like that. They don't need drama. We don't need drama in this simulation. You know, I don't care that the ECAM was, you know, a little off, or they're using the A320 for the A350. Whatever. Any builds made a great product in the 350. I think it's great. Yeah, it's not awesome study level like the Phoenix, but it's damn good. It's damn good. Phoenix had every opportunity to make the A350. They didn't do it, and any builds came out. It's on them. It's on them. On them. All right, we're getting close. We're getting close, guys. All right, we're going to change frequencies. We're almost below 10. Time to put on the game face, whatever that looks like. All right, we're below 10. Game on. Let's get the landing lights on. Let's get the seat belts on. Let me pump up our lights here because our lights are getting pathetic and shameful. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at our approach checklist. So barrel ref is 0.87, 0.87. Seatbelts are on. Minimum is set at 1200. Auto brake. We're going to go low. And engine mode selector is to normal. Approach checklist is complete. Next checklist will be after we're fully configured. We'll go to ECAM memo.
Atlanta traffic, Southwest 612 is descending via the Aussie 1 arrival for the ILS 26 right approach. Currently 15 miles from Aussie. We'll report 1 on final for 26 right, Atlanta traffic.
Atlanta traffic, Delta 1742 is 30 miles to the southeast, inbound for the ILS 27 left. We'll report once we intercept localizer. Atlanta.
Atlanta traffic, Frontier Flight 3022 is on a 9-mile final for 26 right Atlanta.
Yeah, he is. Did a little bit of a hold too. Good for him.
Frontier Flight 3022, how are the winds on final in Atlanta?
Sorry, say again.
How are the winds? Is it gusty or is it calm?
No, it's calm. I'm showing 180 at 3. Yeah, it's really nice.
Oh,
Roger, thank you, sir. Safe landing.
Thank you.
awesome. Kid gave a pie rep. Gotta like that. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going 5,000. We're going to VS it down. Okay, you can see it's about 1,000 foot per minute. Will get us there. We're going to sequence. As soon as we turn to Poobah, tell you what I'm going to do, guys. I'm also going to activate the approach phase. That will bring us down to 220 clean.
Traffic Delta 203 heavy, taxi 27 right, Atlanta traffic.
I'm going to pull. So now we're in heading mode. So now let's go ahead and we're going to go direct CJ. So we're going to sequence 96, insert, pull it. There we go. Alright, so we got the dotted line, so we're fully sequenced for CJ. We'll be definitely going over CJ. Oh, they always do this at the great time, don't they?
Hi, Captain. The cabin is now secure for landing.
Thank you. They're so good. They're so good. Oh, let me get my feet on the rudder. Alright, here we go. Alright, so I like our approach. So we're slowing down. I'd like to slow down a little.
Atlanta traffic, Frontier Flight
bit
3022,
more.
short final, 3 mile final, 26 right Atlanta.
But we're a little bit of ways out. So I'm not going to go to flaps 1 yet. Flaps 1 will bring us down to 200 knots. And I will fly that for a while. Let's go ahead and get our LS on, our landing. So this needs to be on Skystream LS and then go to approach for us to land in Tampa if we're doing the ILS. If you do RNAV, you don't have to put the landing system on. Landing system brings in your identifier here on the left on the PFD, and it also will bring us in these little magenta diamonds for, and you'll see them come to life here in a minute. We've identified correctly off the localizer for 27 left. We're 7 miles away from the line. How to use approach mode? Well, there's approach mode button right over here. I'm in heading mode, and so you can see I'm armed. Glide scope is armed, and localizer in blue. Glide scope is in blue. That means it's ready, right? We're armed. I don't know if Airbus or Boeing does the same thing.
Atlanta traffic, Delta 501 heavy, taxi 26 left via Foxtrot 5 Echo, Atlanta.
Right.
Atlanta 8 is online, so it looks like a controller's coming up, so be ready.
Thanks.
Alright, so I'm now going to head us in. I'm going to go flaps 1, speed check. We're good. So now I'm going to get an intercept heading in front of CJ. 3-2 is going to be good for me. We need to be ready. I think ATC is coming online. It's going to be center. Darn it. What is center? I think it's going to be 3297. Let's just put it in anyway. Alright, here we go.
Atlanta traffic, Delta 203 Heavy, departing 27 right, RNAV, football, Atlanta traffic.
The localizer is at the end of the runway, which is like 2 miles. The runway's huge, right? So that's about 1.5 miles actually. So you can see we're about 17.5. Okay, we've intercepted the localizer, so we're Loc Star. So we're turning in, which is fantastic. So we're no longer in heading mode.
Atlanta traffic, Frontier Flight 3022 is clear, runway 26 right. Crossing runway 26 left at Bravo 2 and Echo to parking, Atlanta.
Atlanta traffic, Delta 1742's on the localizer for the ILS 27 left, 15 miles to the east. Atlanta. All right, so we can see what's happening here. You could see the we're 1 dot down, so let's go to flaps 2. Actually, we're not going to go flaps 2 yet. We're going to wait. We're going to wait. We're now on the glide scope. We're going to wait till we get closer to Grimpy. All right, now that we've intercepted the glide scope, what is our mist? 4,000, right? 4,000, so let's make sure we go to 4,000. All right, so target is 4,000. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous.
Hey, Atlanta traffic, Southwest 612 is established on the localizer, 26 right, Atlanta.
Traffic, Delta 2.
Okay, here we go. Let's go number 2. Flaps 2, speed check.
Departing to west, Atlanta traffic.
We'll go gear down at depot. And then fun will begin.
Traffic Delta 20 Heavy is lining up in the parking runway 27 right, Atlanta.
I'm Traffic Delta 1658, taxi runway 27 right via Lima, Atlanta.
Alright, I will also announce 5 miles out on 27 left just in case.
2,500.
Central aircraft, one approach control now open, 133.47, 3347.
Thank you.
Should have gone the other way. Atlanta approach Delta 1742 on the ILS 27 left over depot. Atlanta approach Delta 1742 on the ILS 27 left over depot.
Delta 1742, Atlanta approach hello 27 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, 27 left, Delta 1742.
Atlanta approach, Spirit Wing 449, coming to swept on the Glavin 1 approach.
Gear down.
Or arrival, rather.
And get on our spoilers.
Spirit Wings 449,
Lights,
squawk code
turn off
1331.
lights. Good.
Squawk
We
1331.
got 3. Flaps 3, speed check.
Delta 2026, you got 26 right plugged in. Delta 2026, you have the 26 right approach plugged in.
Flaps 4. Alright.
We're trying to figure out how to answer Delta.
We're fully configured. Landing checklist, please. ECAM memo. ECAM memo? Landing no blue.
1123.
We're good.
Yes, I'm sorry. Delta 11.
All right.
1123.
We're coming down the money. 2902 at 5.
6 left, Foxtrot Echo.
26 left, yes, Foxtrot Echo, Delta 11.
Here we go.
Delta 3027, reduce speed of 210, then
210, then 4,000, 30%.
Spare wings 449, speed 210, then descend to 4,000.
Wind's pretty
Spare wings 449, speed 210, then descend
coming
to maintain
around
4,000.
from the south
Speed 210, descend
at
maintain
2,
4,000,
which is fantastic.
449.
And Delta 2633, do charge check in.
Hold on, approach, hello, Delta 2633 with Delta, passing 10,200, OG1.
Delta 2633 on approach, hello, descend to maintain 900,000.
Descend to maintain 900,000, Delta 2633.
100.
And hello, Delta 1658 on Lima.
50,
Who's on the mist?
40, 30.
Delta 1658 on Lima, continuing to 37 right.
Retard.
Okay, this is on the mist approach. Okay, Delta 1658, 27 right, Lima Lima Alpha.
Lima Lima
Oh,
Alpha,
gee.
Delta 1658.
Delta 76 Heavy, Victor Loop to Park, what's your RAM number? Actually, you can't do that, I'm sorry. Disregard the Victor Loop there, Delta 76. Cross 26 left, shredder cross, run Foxtrot to Park, say RAM number.
almost went off the runway. How lovely. All right, let's go ahead and
Delta
do this.
76. Delta 501, you up?
Yep, 501, information to back, calling short 26 left, ready to go.
Roger, continue holding short. I got traffic. They just landed 26 right. I'm not talking with them quite yet. I'm trying to get them on the frequency. Just want to make sure they don't cross before you.
Alright, we'll continue holding short, Delta 501.
Spare wings 449, right turn, heading 180, reduce speed to 180.
Right turn 140, spare wings 449.
Nope, right turn 180, speed, speed 180, heading 180.
Speed 180, heading 180. What? Is that correct? 449?
Oh, correct. Delta 26, 33 speed, 210, then descend and maintain 6,000.
210, then 6,000, Delta 2633.
On the turn 2044 north for taxi.
4 north for taxi, Spirit 206 left, Foxtrot Echo.
I'll check out 26 left, run 24.
Delta 76 Heavy up. Delta 76 Heavy. Okay, I'm not sure what he's doing. Delta 501, I'll tell you what, for now, 26 left, line up and wait. We'll get you moving.
Alright, 26 left, left and wait, Delta 501 heavy.
Approach Delta 1742, vacated 27 left at November 4.
Delta 1742, roger, cross runway 27 right, join them at park.
All right, we'll cross 27 right. We're going to ramp 1. We'll cross that tango.
Thank you. Delta 1658, 27 right, line up and wait, traffic crosses downfield.
Line up word 27 right, Delta 1658.
Spare wings 449, right turn heading 250, intercept the localizer.
Right turn 250, intercept localizer, spirit wing 449.
Delta 30, 3027, turn left, correction, right turn, sorry about that, heading 160.
Right, 160, Delta 3027.
All right, we were told we could cross. And there he is. He's lined up, so that's good. Oh, what a god-awful landing.
Delta 501 heavy on that, to Snuffy 26
The
left.
funny part was, after I landed, I decided to look over at my left screen to see what my landing rate was. Not how, I mean, you know, it was so pathetic that I was like, it can't be, ugh. And then all of a sudden, I completely went left to center line. Beautiful. Almost went off the runway.
Delta 2633 at Haynes, join the localizer.
At Haynes,
All right, let's go ahead and get on our... Well, we're all on
Delta
piece.
3027, speed 180, heading 180.
180, 180, 30%.
But the approach was so good. All right, here we are, 1 south. We're going to Alpha 24.
And Atlanta Southwest.
All right, let's go ahead and turn engine number 2 off.
Charlie 8. Delta 3020 out of it, heading 250, join localizer.
250 for localizer.
Spare wing is 449, get the airport on site 12 o'clock in about, call it 1-3 miles.
Airport's in sight. We'll call out 13 miles, straight wings 449.
Straight wings 449, roger. Clear the visual approach 26 right. Maintain 180 knots for grid up to 5 DME.
Maintain 180.
Oh, we don't need that anymore. Alright, hold up. Alright, that right there is 20, and that is 24. I think it's not lit up, for crying out loud. Give me a break, man. Okay, here we go. We can see on the ground. Alright, look at that. There's 20. And there's 24. Yep. Awesome. Good. Good. Alright, engine number 1. Let me go ahead and get the yellow electric pump on, so we don't lose our brakes. I guess that's brakes, right? Alright, here we go. 2-4. Hooray! Oh, still got that stupid strobe on. Come back around. There we go. Let's go ahead and get the taxi light off. We've just officially blinded everybody on the ground. Alright, we'll stop there. Alright, let's go ahead and set the parking brake. Let's get engine number 1 off. Coming on down. Let's go ahead and deboard. Okay. All right. No, I didn't take Alpha 20. I'm good. I made it. Alpha 20 is completely vacant. Let's go ahead and take a look. So there's A20 right there, So we're good. Oh, let me see the almost the runway incurs. Oh, look at that weave. Oh, look at that. Almost went off the runway. There it is. It wasn't as bad. Well, I mean it was, but I mean. Let me see here. Yeah, I started to go right once I touched down, and then I yanked it left. But that was when I took my eye off the ball. Do not look at, reminder to self, do not look at, especially when it's not going to be good, don't look at the landing data. Alright, so we're off here. It's time for these people to go. They need to get their seatbelts. Yeah, alright. Beacon, we don't need a beacon any longer. We don't need a nav light either. Where are these people? 131. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and file the flight plan. Hold on. Alright, here's what I'm going to do, guys. I am going to, and you don't need to see all this junk. I'm going to go ahead and just bear with me. I'm going to pull up the flight from Atlanta to Tampa. So we're Delta 1227. We're going to take 27. We're going to take 27 right out of this bad boy. We're going to be coming in on 1 left. We're going to be bang, luck, haunted in the Matty 5. I like it. It's pretty simple. Pretty darn simple. Orlando is our alternate. How about that? Alright, so we're getting Bang 3, Luck, Haunted, Matty 5. That's the route. I'm going to go ahead and generate the flight. Departure time will be in 30 minutes. Hopefully it'll be less. Pre-file on the network. I give you a lot of credit, Skystream. You can do it, man. You can do it. I'll get in there in a minute. You can, if you have an issue, you could kind of follow along, see what I'm doing. A320 cockpit will be virtually the same thing as the A321. So you're going to be fine. Alright, we filed the flight plan. Have we filed a flight plan? Yeah. Alright, we filed a flight plan with VATSIM. Let me do a couple housekeeping things. I'm going to disconnect from VATSIM. Now I'm going to reconnect on VATSIM, and I'm going to reconnect my flight 1227. Atlanta Center. Atlanta approach. Okay, good. Did not get a PDC yet. Hold on. Yep, I did file. Let me just verify. Let me go to VATSIM radar. Yeah, I'm showing up. What am I showing up as? Alright, I'm showing up as 1227. Yep, Tampa. We're good. Bang 3, Luck, Haunted, Matty 5. Alright, alright. We're good. Alright, let's go ahead and what is the ATIS? Departure ATIS is 125.55.
Responder with mode Charlie on all ramps, taxiways, and runways. Advise on initial contact. You have information Romeo. Atlanta Airport departure information Romeo 2352 Zulu. 1200 at 3. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 20,000. 25,000 scattered. Temperature 11. 2.7. Altimeter 2987. Simultaneous departures. Departing runway 26 left. 27. Expect our nav off the ground departing runway 26 left. Expect our nav off the ground departing runway 27 right. Runway 27 right departure of taxiway whiskey operations in effect. Ground control will assign runway with taxi instructions. Notices to air missions operate transponder with mode Charlie on all ramps, taxiways, and runways. Advise on initial contact. You have information Romeo. Atlanta Airport departure information Romeo 2352 Zulu. 1200 at 3. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 20.
So that's interesting. I wonder if he did. I'll have to go listen to the transmission when I asked for taxi. I wonder if he cleared me. I think he cleared me taxi whiskey to the ramp. And But yeah. Oh, here comes our ACARS. Perfect. All right. South end of ramp. Okay. All right, we're squawking 2022. It's gonna be 10,000 coming out of here. Just so you know, 10,000 coming out of here. We're gonna leave the APU on. All right, everything's good. Let's go ahead and import the next flight. Okay, we're good there. MCO, no. We want to import the next flight. Okay, Atlanta to Tampa. That looks about right. 27 minutes. Tampa's 290, 13 gust 270, so it's practically, again, a straight crosswind from the left, because we'll be landing 101, runway 01 left. So that will push me off to the right even more. That'll be fun. All right. How are we doing? We got plenty of oil. Hydraulics are good. I'm going to turn off the electric pump because we don't need that. You're 409? Yeah, man. You're 409. Good. Excellent. How far along are you? Let me go ahead and get a couple things from our flight plan. Alright, so our alternate to Orlando is going to be, our fuel is going to be 3.0. Our cost index going down there is going to be 5 again. Very interesting. What did I ask for? 360? Did I get 360? I did get 360. So I got 360. I got 10,000 feet. We're going to be flying. We're cleared to bang 3 departure, luck transition. Frequency is going to be 133.475 for now. Yep. And then we have Atlanta Center. $132,975. All right. All right, let's go ahead and get our ground services going. Let's connect the jetway. It's connected? All right. All right, let's do the cockpit prep checklist. So all of our radars are off. Spoilers are disarmed. Parking brake is on. Let's go ahead and reset. Can I reset? Yeah. We are, fuel selectors are off. We're norm on our engine mode selector. 0 on flaps. Thrust is going to be 0. Gears down. Wipers are off. Battery's good. We have our power. We got the APU. So let's go ahead and do the rounds. Make sure we got our oxygen is on. Let's get our flight recorder. evac set to captain. Our aiders are nav 1 on, set to nav. Nav 2, nav 3. Okay, so our ADARS is good. Our signs, we are armed. Non-smoking is set to auto. Seatbelts is on. Nav logo set to 1. Strobe is set to auto. Everything else can remain at off. We'll actually put the wing light on. I'm turning off all of the pumps. Right now, let's just test. Engine 1. Engine 2. APU. Cargo smoke. Everything's on as far as the APU goes. How, well, hit, okay, how do you do a discontinuity? You hit the clear button, and then you go to one of these buttons to wherever your discon is and hit it. And that should, and then it will ask you, are you sure you want to do it? And then it's going to be this button over here to the right to put it into your flight plan that you do want it cleared out. I believe that's how you do it. How do I enable my map? Well, it's going to take a little time. Sometimes you'll see in your ECAM here, it might say IRS alignment in 3 minutes or 4 minutes. That means you haven't aligned yet and you don't have the GPS. I have the GPS right now. When you put it in ARC, you should get something that looks like this. But if you look at your ECAM and you see IRS alignment, you know, with a minute, you know, a certain number of minutes, you got to wait that amount of minutes and then you'll get it up. The GPS is aligning. That's the best I could do. Comm radios, yeah. We know what we got. Let's go ahead and go there right now. 3297. So 3297 is going to be our departure for the most part. Okay. ATIS, we're done. We're at 10,000.
701 Delta Bravo, descend and maintain 3000.
2022 on the squawk.
Delta Bravo.
Transponder good. Bleeds are on. Cockpit prep checklist. Gear pins and covers removed. Fuel quantities in pounds. Seatbelts are on. ADARs are nav. Borrow ref. 0.87 on both. Cockpit prep checklist is complete. Let's load them. Time to load them. Let's load the aircraft. We'll go fast time. Got 206 people this time. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and hit init. Hit our init request. We are Delta 1227. Cost index is going to be 5. We're cruising today at 3600. Or 360, flight level 360, blah, blah, blah. Wind request. And that's the init A page. We return. Let's clear these out. Okay, we got no messages here at the bottom by hitting clear, and then we go flight plan. So Atlanta, we're going to be coming out of here at 27 right. We are going to be taking the bang 3. Bang 3. Luck transition. Insert. Perfect. We want to check that out. So we're going to RNAV the slaw, rigs, rivet. We have a speed constraint up until rivet at 250. It's okay if you do a managed climb. It's going to abide by that 250. We got bang, luck, hunted. Tampa, we're coming in on the Matty 5 arrival. One left. Transition. Hunted.
November 701 Delta Bravo, turn left heading 240.
Turn left heading 240, November 1 Delta Bravo.
I don't kind of like this discon in here. Let's go ahead and take a look because that's not how I'm used to.
1 Delta Bravo, turn Peachtree Airport to be about your 11 o'clock at about 16 miles, reporting to it.
We'll go 1 Delta Bravo.
Approach good evening, Delta 1577 on the north ramp, ready to taxi, rate Quebec.
Lagu, Selman, good, that's what I want.
1577, information Romeo's current, runway 26 left, taxi via Foxtrot Echo.
Okay, we're in. Secondary flight plan really quick. KATL. KATL. So 27 left will be our backup plan if we lose an engine. We'll come around. What's our via? Silva. Return. There it is. Okay, so we got our secondary flight plan done, and we got a primary flight plan done. How quickly are we? You're good to go? You're going to be 26 left? No, that's good. I have 27 right is where I'm going, but that's okay. Because my PDC, if you look at the PDC, did he say contact ground south end of the ramp or north end of the ramp?
And Atlanta Center, American 61 Heavy, 1 South. With,
so my ACARS, my PDC says
with information
contact ground south end of ramp, which means that I'm going to be taking off of 27 right.
American 61, 1 South.
American
oh, okay, good. So you're 27 right now.
Okay, good. 27 right, taxi via Lima, Lima Alpha.
All right, let me go ahead and get my
Lima Alpha,
get ready.
Right.
Let me make sure all my passengers are on, and then we can get.
1 Delta Bravo, airport now, 11 o'clock and 10 miles.
We have the field now at 1 Delta Bravo.
I got 100 passengers left to go.
Roger, clear the visual approach, runway 21 left, runway 21 left, clear to land.
Clear for the visual, runway 21 left, runway 21 left.
Let me plan my pushback. I'm going to plan my pushback. So we're going to push back going south. That's just the way it works. I'll give you plenty of room. So I'll push back over here. Okay, good. So you got south ramp as well. Okay, good. All right, so I pre-planned my pushback. Alright, let me do a couple things here. I'm going to go to MCDU. On my co-pilot here, AOC. I want to see the received messages and just kind of clear these suckers out. Because I got to wait. I got like 80 passengers left to load.
American 61 Heavy.
So here's what's going to happen.
American 61 Heavy.
Sir, to clarify, you just want me to run down Lima all the way to Lima Alpha or step over on Juliet?
Yep, A-frames all the way down to Lima and then Lima Alpha.
Perfect, thanks for that. American 61 Heavy.
Approach D, Delta 1784, North Center 2 with Romeo. Bless you. If you make me stop before the roadway, I'm going to get mad. So I can barely hear the guy coughing there. Delta 20 to 784, keep it rolling there, sir. 26 left, Foxtrot, Echo. 26 left via Fox, Echo, Echo, Echo.
That's so funny. These guys. Packs are going to be off. Alright. Alright, guys. Come on now.
Sorry about that, sir.
No worries.
172.
Shock the credit card announcement. What is going on in the background?
God, these guys. Oh, these guys are hilarious tonight. Alright, so we got ARC. We got ARC. How does the APU work? Alright, so great question. So we come up here for the APU, hit the master switch on.
Delta 1577 on
Wait 3 seconds, and then go to the start. And you'll get this, you'll turn on and get avail. Or you'll get on. And then when it goes to avail, then you can hit your APU bleed. So your bleed is right here, and you need your bleed on in order to get your engines on. Right? So
that's fine.
That's how it works. And then you can check it out. There's a button down here. There's a button right here called APU with all of your instruments. So you got engine, you got bleeds, you got pressure, you got electrical, you got hydraulics, you got fuel, all the status stuff. And so APU is right here. And then once you get the bleeds, bam, you're good. You got air conditioning, you can start your engines, all that fun. Oh man, I got 200, I got 6 passengers left, and then we're gonna rock and roll. Oh, I know. Airbus is definitely spoiling you. And this EFB spoils us. I mean, this EFB is insane. Okay, here we go. Aircraft is loaded, so let's go send to the MCDU.
Cross runway 3 left, Alpha, and cross runway 16.
3.0.
Cross runway 3 left at Alpha, and cross runway 16 to the ramp, Gulfstream.
For the alternate.
No problem, see ya.
Alright, we got 28 minutes of extra time. That's good. Let's go to perf. Perf page, we got a nice little EFB thing here. We'll go, we'll calculate that. MCDU, we're sending that to the MCDU. Alright, so we have our thrust, we have our V1s and V2s. We are all good. Let's go ahead and get the beaker on. And let's go ahead and get the external power off. Let's go ahead and ground services. We're going to nix the GPU, cones, doors.
1577,
Something just happened.
1800, RNF is nothing climbing via the set.
Oh, it's all good. Okay, good.
American 61 Heavy on out to football, runway 27, right, clear for takeoff.
RNF football, 27 right, clear for takeoff, American 61.
4-star checklist.
Delta 1577, departure, hello, you have a conic, climb, maintain,
Parking brake.
14,000.
Set.
Maintain 14,000.
Takeoff speeds and thrust. 149, 153, thrust 56. Windows closed. Beacon on. 4-star checklist is complete. Let's go ahead and get our pushback. Request a pushback.
Cockpit to ground.
Let's go. Alright, I'm pushing back. 1709, I don't know where he's going.
Delta 409, Rio set.
I hear you.
Pushback. Hey, pushback is at your discretion. So you're only going to call him when you get to the south end of the ramp. So you know, pushback is your discretion. So I don't need to call him.
The bypass pin is installed. All doors and hatches closed and all ground equipment is removed.
The parking brakes are set. You may lift.
Parking brake set. Lifting the aircraft.
We are cleared for start and push.
Okay, cleared for push start. Please release parking brake.
Hold on here. We got a Delta 1708 taxiing up behind us.
Please release parking brake.
Yeah, not yet.
Please release parking brake.
No, I'm not gonna release yet.
Delta 1577, Connect Atlanta Center 132.97, take care.
Please release parking brake.
Atlanta Center 132.97, Delta 1577. Go.
Alright, they're past.
Delta 2784, Orlando. Snuffy.
Parking brakes are released.
Runway 26 left, clear for takeoff.
Parking brake is released.
2, clear for takeoff, 26 left, Delta.
You will start in the sequence.
Okay.
Atlanta approach, Delta 1708
We're gonna go ahead.
with Romeo coming up on 1 north.
Delta 17
We're
is
gonna go ahead and get engine
not
number
heavy.
1.
Runway 26 left, taxi via Foxtrot Echo.
26 left via Foxtrot Echo, Delta 1708, not heavy.
American 61 heavy, departure low, you're at a Connect, climb maintain 14,000, say you're out, Mr. Passing.
Climb and maintain 14,000, just passing 3,600 now.
Rudder. Delta 1577, Atlanta Center 132.907, take care.
I like the Delta. I like it. I like the A320. There it is. Nice job,
American
Skystream.
61 heavy, was that a handoff for me?
You got
sir?
this.
No, the guy in front of you. Delta doesn't want to listen. Delta 15.
Caleb, did you get here?
132.97.
Did you get here?
3297, Delta 1577.
Alright, we're about ready. We're almost there. Okay, let's go. Engine number 2. Engine number 2 is going. Engine number 2 is firing up.
Okay, pushback completed. Please set your parking brake.
Parking brake set.
Parking brake set.
Parking brake set. Lowering aircraft.
Ground. Startup is complete. You may disconnect.
Roger. Good engine start. Cleared to disconnect. See you at the side. Have a good
Alright,
flight.
let's go ahead and get the radars on.
Holding position, waiting for the visual. Thank you.
Spoilers
and goodbye.
on. Flaps 2. Reset the rudder. We're up 0.6. Where's he? There he is. After start checklist. Anti-ice, we're good. ECAM status, check, no blue. Pitch trim 0.6, we're up, we're good. Rudder trim, neutral. After start checklist. How do you know if your APU is good? Well, you got to go down here to this right here and hit the APU button down here on your console right in front of the thrust, and you could check. And you can see avail. You can see flap open. Everything's in
American
green.
61 heavy, Atlanta Center 132.97.
And then you see the bleed. The bleed is being used, so that means you put your bleed in.
Delta
When I
30,
turn off the bleed, you can see it's off.
At a contact, climb to 14,000, say the altitude passing.
Up to 14,000, passing to
I don't
3,600.
need this on anymore.
No, for Delta 2784.
Radar.
Radar. Alright, after start checklist is complete. ECAM status, let's go flight. Full up. Full down. Full right. Full left. Neutral. Rudder full right. Rudder full left. Neutral. Okay, we are looking good there. Alright, let's go ahead and get the auto brake to max. And let's go ahead and get takeoff config. Okay. No, you don't turn the packs off for pushback. So you're gonna turn the packs off just before takeoff, and then when you go, so when you get,
2784 is
when
going to
you
go
get
on beer runs. We're going to disconnect. Thanks for your
after you take off, you're gonna get just like most aircraft, you're gonna have to reduce your thrust to levers climb, and then that's when you turn your packs back on. I know, man. It's a lot. It's a lot. I give you a lot of credit, man. I think the odds are, you know, probably better than a coin flip that you make it past, make it past the departure. I think it's pretty good. You could do it on VATSIM. That would be impressive. All right, let's see. We have Romeo. Atlanta approach, Delta 1227 at ramp 1 south with Romeo ready to taxi.
Delta 1227 on approach, runway 27 right, Lima Charlie.
27 right via Lima Charlie, Delta 1227. All
Delta
right.
1708 are now to Snuffy, runway 26 left, clear for takeoff.
RNAV Snuffy 26 left, clear for takeoff, Delta 1708.
Hi, Captain. The cabin is now secure for takeoff.
Thank you. All right, let's get going. Oh, you need to eat dinner? You mean you need to eat dinner? So do I, man. So do I. I need to get to Tampa first. Let's go get to Tampa. All right, so I got the Lima Charlie intersection. So he didn't. What he'll do is he'll clear you to Lima Charlie, which is the intersection. It's about 10,000 feet instead of 12,000 feet. Gee, I wonder if these passengers saw my landing in the last flight. Maybe that's why we have less. All right, so we are RNAV to SLAW. RNAV SLAW. Let me get the landing system off because we're not landing. Very annoying, right? We're on the Bang 3 departure. Love it. And if I don't know if I wonder if the real Delta pilots taxi one engine out. Because this a long way, particularly from that gate. Let's make sure I got constraints are good. We're at 10,000, our first one. And make sure you push this constraint button up here, Skystream, if you're still on. Oh yeah, the engine sounds are great. The Fenix. I mean, I don't think you're flying a Fenix, right? You're flying another Airbus, or are you flying a Fenix? typically Juliet where we would cross over, but not tonight. He wants us to just go all the way to Lima Charlie. Okay, so we have our lineup check. Oh, let's do the taxi checklist while we're here. Flight controls, yep, we've checked them. Flap setting, gonna be set to number 2. Yep. Check. Radar and predicted wind shear on and auto. Engine mode selector, normal. ECAM memo, takeoff, no blue. Alright, taxi checklist is complete. Next will be the lineup checklist, so we'll be takeoff runway 27 right. 27 right. Lima Charlie intersection. We're coming up there. Let me go ahead and get the TARA. Let's get the on right now.
Delta 1227, RNAV slaw, number 27 right, clear for takeoff.
RNAV slaw, clear for takeoff 27 right, Delta 1227.
Delta 1708, departure, hello, you're at a contact, climb maintain 14,000, say altitude passing.
That's a 5.6 up to 14,000, Delta 1708.
100.
Lights are on. We are at Lima Charlie intersection. 27 right. RNAV to slaw. Alright, here we are. Alright, so lineup checklist. 27 right, Lima Charlie, TCAS, TARA. PAX 1 and 2, uh-oh.
Delta 18 heavy, let approach, hello, runway 26 right, information, Echoes, Colonel, Timber 987.
And PAX 1 and 2 are off, lineup check. Okay, let's go ahead and get the chronos. Chronos. Let's go. Let's spool them up. Usually you need a little bit longer for the packs, but boom. Manflex 56, SRS, runway, auto thrust blue, thrust is set. Rudder knock check.
Last aircraft calling, that was all unreadable.
B1. Rotate.
The Delta 409.
Positive rate. Gear up. Oh, dude, you're unreadable.
I'm not sure what you're asking. I'm not sure if it's your microphone or your connection, but it's very hard to understand you.
Flaps 1.
Make sure you have Volanta off. It'll cut in and out with Volanta.
Delta 1708, Atlanta Center 132.907. Take care.
3297 for 1708. Have a good night.
Delta 1227, Atlanta departure, low radar contact. Climb maintain 14,000. Stay altitude passing.
We're passing 3,100 up to 14,000, Delta 1227.
B for 1.
Pack 1. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Your mic was Mike went sideways on you there. Pack 2 on. Ooh, 29 knots.
Atlanta approach Delta 446 Heavy headed down to 14,000.
Okay, flaps 0. Speed check. We're good. Let's go ahead and disarm our spoilers. Turn off our lights. There, we'll leave the landing light on.
Delta 446, heavy on approach, hello, runway 26, right information. Echoes current, altimeter 987.
Looks 526 right to 446 Heavy.
Alright, I'll make the turn manually. I'm never flying an Airbus. Oh man, I feel like I got to get the PMDG. What is it? And then get the 737 Max and just have at it. You've inspired me, Skystream. You've inspired me. When am I gonna fly again? Sunday. Sunday. Well, 2 flights. I got. I'll be flying on Sunday in the evening. We're going Hayden, so Hayden, Colorado. So that's by steamboat.
Okay, so Glavin's not a descent via arrival. There's no way to descend
to Atlanta.
Copy, got you
on Friday, we're flying the ATR. We're flying the ATR on Friday from Fort Lauderdale to MCO, KMCO, in the flow constraint event Friday night. So that's what we're doing. And then I may fly Thursday, but what I'm doing Thursday will probably be ATR related. Okay, we're passing through 10,000, so let's go ahead and turn off the landing lights.
Delta 1227, contact Atlanta Center 132.97.
32.97, Delta 1227, had a good night. I could have said good night, but anyway. Oh, I thought I had this set. Alright, let's go autopilot. Why mess around with the 3297. Atlanta Center, good evening. Delta 1227, climbing through 12,300 for 14,000.
1227 at Atlanta Center, climb maintain flight level 360.
Up to 360, Delta 1227. So Delta flies from
have a good night.
From Hayden, which is maybe about 20 miles west of Steamboat Springs to Atlanta direct.
Your location, I'm sorry.
And they fly like a 757. I'll be flying the Airbus 321. I'll be flying
Delta
this airplane.
calling, say your location. We're just coming up. Air Canada.
And so they're taking people, they're shuttling people to Steamboat back and forth. So.
Air Canada 420, able to hear me? Or are you text only? Your file is fully voice capable.
He flies.
Delta 141, Atlanta Center, welcome.
Good try though today, man. I respect you a lot for going into trying to fly the Airbus today. I respect you a lot, Skystream. That's all good, man.
Atlanta Center, good evening. Sorry about that. Air Canada 420, we had some trouble with the microphone.
Air Canada 420, no problem. You are radar contact 20 south of Charlotte. Welcome.
Hey, you.
And don't be embarrassed. You're good. We're just having fun, man. All good. Never be embarrassed on Flight Sim World. Look at my landing the last time. I almost went off the runway. They almost had to call the trucks. I'm surprised the tower didn't say, do you need me to roll the trucks? I'm not embarrassed.
624 Atlanta Center, radar contact
Feeling a little
25
dumb.
north at Greensboro. Descend via the Chesley 5 arrival. Charlotte landing north, altimeter 2987.
Give you a lot of credit, though.
2977.
Oh, no. No big deal.
American 61, I may have given you the wrong altimeter. If I did, the Charlotte altimeter is 2977.
I haven't flown the ATR in a hot minute either, so it's going to be pretty interesting.
Got it. Thank you so much. American 61 Heavy.
And,
good. 6 Bravo Whiskey.
And then the twin Cessna, I'm going to fly that in a couple weeks
6 Bravo Whiskey, taxi via
for
Kilo,
Cape Air. So, I always like to keep my hand in the twin Cessna, a turboprop, and a jet. So I always want to try to keep the three cycles going.
Washington's close, so you can expect whatever you want.
All right, here we go. It's time to pull it. Let's see, Tampa. Shoot, what was Tampa? But yeah, man. Yeah, no. You don't want to be unreadable. Yeah, you don't want to be unreadable. Tampa's 2987. Really? Oh, Tampa's 2987. Okay, I'm gonna pull it. All right, we're standard. Yeah, man, go eat dinner, man. Don't get yelled at. It's all good. Your parents, man, they work hard. They put that food on that table, man. So don't sweat it. All good. All right, man. So
171 Echo, Pulaski altimeter 2983.
2983, 17 Echo.
we're coming up on the bang. Yeah, I heard that. Someone said Volanta causes it. I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not. I really don't. I love Volanta. I don't use it, but I think it's a great platform.
Delta 980 cross Andre at maintain 13,000, 250 knots to Atlanta altimeter 2987.
Cross Andre 127.
How we doing? Oh, we got a 47 knot tailwind. This is looking pretty good. I wonder if I can take some shortcuts here. How are things looking? No, he's not going to give me any shortcuts. Everything's straight. Yeah, why would he?
Air France 6205, on the frequency.
Atlanta Center, good day, Air France 6205 Heavy with you, flight level 360.
Air France.
Air France 6205, Atlanta Center, radar contact, welcome.
Air France. Yeah, France. Alright, luck transition. Was it luck transition? Yeah, so let's go ahead and take a look at the OFB at luck. Yeah, I like Volanta too.
Delta 1708, contact Memphis Center.
It's a good platform.
55. Have a good night.
3255.
Yeah, it tracks your landings. It tells you everything, and it's a logbook.
American 697,
I mean,
Jacksonville Center
Volanta is a logbook.
Approved. Good night.
I don't have any. I don't have a logbook unless I'm flying for a virtual airline. But then again, most virtual airlines, it doesn't really. They keep track of your landings and stuff. They do. I know Silver Airways Virtual and Cape Air Virtual. Those are the only two that I'm a part of. I'm doing Delta kind of on my own. I'm not doing Delta Virtual or anything like that. I'm not doing with Volanta. No, I'm not. I'm not using Volanta right now. It's interesting. I'm not really using any platform right now. I'm just using
Atlanta Center Delta 6413
SimBrief and
with you
NaviPlan,
at
and
6,000 for 10,000.
I've got the OBS, I got the overlay.
6413 Atlanta Center, loop,
Fly
maintain
Live
flight level
Studio is the
310.
overlay that kind of just tells me, oh,
Climb
here's
to flight
about
level
what your foot per
310,
minute was on your
6413.
landing, but that's about it.
American 624, which runway you set up for?
I pretty much know if my landing's good or bad. That's funny. Most times it's bad. Until I gotta probably do like 50 landings in this puppy until I can finally
American 624,
get
expect
used to
a
it.
visual approach runway 36 right. American 61, expect a visual approach runway 36 center unless you want something else.
No, sir, that's perfect. That's what we briefed for. Thank you.
Got it.
Alright, luck is going to be 15 minutes. And so we're 14 minutes in. But anyway, I mean, it kind of... I mean, are you looking to get into like a career in aviation? Like, are you looking to like be a pilot? I guess that's the... I'm curious with all you guys, you know, kind of like there's, you know, a good young crowd that is flying around, doing great flying. Good. I'm glad to hear that. Yep, absolutely. Good. Well, just keep working at it. The communication's the hardest thing, right? Communication is the hardest thing. Shoot, the flying stuff is easy. I've only flown in the general aviation world, so never done the commercial, but I helped recruit pilots for commercial airlines, so but that was a long time ago. Okay, good. You're in an aviation program at school. That's awesome. Awesome.
Flight level 6,000 climbing.
American 2441, Atlanta Center, radar contact, turn left, direct to Esther, climb maintain, flight level 320.
Okay, direct Esther and up to flight level 320, American 2441.
Well, I would hope so. Better get an A+ in aviation. That's a good thing. But you got to start small, right?
Atlanta Copter 136.
At some point, you'll get out there. You'll either be in the Cessna or the Piper.
We're inbound.
You know, and you
Maryville,
work yourself through the private,
Hospital,
get yourself through the
3.5
instrument on a, maybe a 172 or in a Piper in the instrument, and then work your way into a multi and then commercial. Maybe go to flight school. Not sure.
Air France 6205.
Lots of good flight schools out there. I know a lot of people are now trying to get a degree with flight schools, like Embry Riddle,
Columbia, South Carolina.
Middle Tennessee State. I know some people going to Middle Tennessee State for flight school, Liberty. I don't endorse any of those, but maybe I would endorse Embry Riddle. It's a little expensive, but then you get a combination of a degree and flight training. But yeah, do whatever you gotta do. Pull loans, whatever. I mean, it's good stuff. Good stuff. All right, we're about ready to leave the airspace. Jacksonville is offline, which kind of blows me away. It's only 9 o'clock. I would love it if Howard Snyder came on. I mean, Howard's the legend, man. If you go through Jacksonville airspace.
Contact descended via the Chesley 6 arrival. Charlotte is landing north. The altimeter 2977. American 624.
I mean, it's the only school.
120.5.
You're moving so you know, what school is that?
51 Charlotte's online now. You can call them on 120.5. Have a good day.
Over to Charlotte, sir. Thank you for being here. Good night.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously,
1227 Jacksonville Center is closed. Frequency change approved. Have a good night.
only in school in Texas. So yeah.
1227 Jacksonville is closed. Frequency change approved. Good night.
Crew with 718, did you give us a handoff?
Yeah, I don't know any flight schools in Texas.
Negative.
Oh, thanks.
If you wanted an early handoff, I can give you that.
Roger that. Wow, so I just got a message, unless I wasn't listening. I thought I was.
Need to contact a letter approach 133.47.
Leaving my airspace, Jacksonville Center offline, radar service terminated, frequency change approved. Roger that, I replied.
American 9237 on frequency.
Interesting, I wonder why he just didn't call me. Maybe he did. I just haven't been paying attention. He did. See, you picked up on it and I didn't. That's hilarious. So that's why he sent me a message. That's funny. He went back in the stream. How long ago did he tell me? It was probably like 5 minutes ago. It's all good. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I could fly more direct now. Well, that's not the right one. Never a good feeling to see your little plane hundreds of miles away from the route. Okay, there we go. Throttle, heaven, leg it. Haunted is the beginning of the approach, so I'm going to cut the corner and go to heaven right here. How about that? I think that's a good idea. I think that's a really good idea. Alright, we're going to direct to heaven. I love the waypoint. There it is. What just happened? Jacksonville Center advises cross Matty, add and maintain 11,000. Okay, that's fine. We're going direct to heaven. And our top of descent is right after heaven, so that will be good. So do you have any real flight time? Any real flight time in a Cessna or Piper or any Discovery flight, any Civil Air Patrol or anything like that that you're able to get into the air? Anybody with a plane? Alright, let's see. We got Haunted, Heaven, Leg, Gojo, Ahoy, Maddie, Rucker. Awesome. Alright, so we have landing. We have 5,000 on the last at Phelan. So I'm going to go 5,000 right now on the target. Yeah, there are a lot of good schools in Florida, for sure. I mean, you got flight safety. Not sure if they have an entry program anymore. Of course, you got Embry Riddle with a degree. Flight safety, I believe when they used to have the flight training, there was no degree attached to it. You just go, you know, you just get all your ratings, and then you become a flight instructor there, and you build up your time. Yada yada yada. There is a flight school out of New Smyrna Beach. I think they tout that they have an in with Silver Airways, but I wouldn't pick a school based off of that right now. I mean, Silver Airways has a backlog of pilots. I mean, there's a really good one who is instructing at Orlando Executive, and, you know, he's furloughed or laid off, or whatever you want to call it. I mean, those are the type of people that, I mean, there's a pool of pilots that are sitting and building time as an instructor, and they have turboprop experience, and I don't know if he has turbojet experience, but he has turboprop experience, and he could get back into that ATR fairly quickly over many other people just coming out of flight school. But yeah, these programs, there's a lot of good ones though, for sure. A lot of good ones. Yeah, he's pretty good. Lou Dix Aviation, kind of. I think he's got a YouTube channel out there. He's an instructor in Orlando at Orlando Executive. Puts out a lot of instructing videos. He's very passionate about aviation. A lot of fun in the aviation world. I love watching his videos. I think it's LEWDIX. Aviation. Well, he used to fly with Silver Airways. He has some great videos on some of his flights with Silver Airways in the ATR. That was a good move to cut to heaven. That is a good move. I love this livery. Oh, I'm flying around with my wing lights on. Look at that. That is sweet. That is so nice. So yeah, so what are we doing? Yes, so next flight for us on the stream will be Friday. We are going from Fort Lauderdale to KMCO, so we're going to Orlando, in the flow-constrained Friday night ops. And so we will be Charlie 9, that will be our gate out of Fort Lauderdale. And then we're gate 1-3, I think, out of airside 1. Airside 1, let me go ahead and verify that. I don't have Orlando in here. Oh, here's Orlando. Yep, airside 1, gate 13. That's Silver Airways. So we're flying the Silver Airways ATR on Friday. Hopefully a bunch of other Silver Airways pilots will join. I think that would be fun. I would like not to be the only ATR in the air on Friday with a bunch of jet traffic. Yeah, it should be fun. It's going to be busy going from Fort Lauderdale. Be a quick flight, definitely a quick flight, and yeah, I think we're starting at 7. A lot of fun, Fort Lauderdale to Orlando, quick flight, but a lot of traffic, a lot of good stuff will be happening. Okay, we're coming up, we're about 40 miles to our top of descent. "45 miles, top of descent." We're going 0.77 Mach. And so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go perf. We're going to start prepping for our arrival. Let's go ahead and request the weather. Alright, so Tampa, only about 17 minutes ago, 310-11, gust 21. And we're at 29er89. Temp is going to be 18. 300. It's good. It's swinging around a little bit more to the north. I'm going to put the gusting wind, so I'm going to put 2-1. That might cause a little too low of a speed. Or fast, too fast, right? Because it wants us to speed up. I'm okay with being too fast. I'm okay with being a little faster. Alright, you can see that. I wonder if I drop it down 300. Let's drop it to 11. And let's see how the speeds change. No, they don't change quite yet. Probably because I don't have to borrow. Alright, we'll leave it in there. We'll leave it there. Huh. I would have thought that would have updated. Alright, let's take a look at the approach. Alright. $211 on the barrel. Alright, so we got 108.9er India Alpha Mike Papa 007 on the approach course. So if I'm going to sequence, it's going to be 187. So 187 will be on the sequenced, and we're going to sequence off of Lagu. Yep, we'll sequence off of Lagu. The localizer's at the end of the runway, so it's going to be about 2 miles less. So Lagu will be about 11 miles from the threshold. Yeah, about 11 miles from the threshold. Touchdown zone will be 55 feet tonight. No, 11 feet. Where am I seeing it? Got it. 11 feet. Selman will be 260. Oh, excuse me, 2,600 feet. Okay, good. 187 off of Lagu. Cool. That will be our sequence on the approach. We are getting ready. We are getting ready to abandon the cruise. I always forget. I gotta put below on the TARA once we get to our cruise. There's only one thing to do when we get to cruise. Just one thing. Okay, so we've approached our approach. Tower 119.5. We were in Orlando about 3 hours ago. It's crazy. Alright, time to decelerate. We have 5,000 as our target altitude already in. We have our constraints are set. We are going to be cruising through. Need a little bit more drag, so let's go ahead and get the speed brake down. On time, no delays. Fantastic. Alright, let's go ahead and nix the speed brake. We are over the Gulf. So if I got the center comes on right now, I will let him know I am descending via the Matty 5. Because that's what we're doing. So we're coming on the bigger runway. 11,000 feet. Have a good lighting system. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be approach right over the water. which would be fun. We're going to airside E, so we're parking at Echo 62. So let's see. Let's see what we expect. One left. Apply the METAR. It's dry. It's good. What's going to be our weight when we land? Alright. Well, what do we anticipate? Alright. Leggett and 3.1 miles. Let's see. We're supposed to be at 8.2 at Leggett. We're going to be at, let's just call it 8.6. So we're 400 pounds to the good. So let's add 400 pounds to what we should have at the end. Okay, so we should have 7.8 when we land. So that's 800 pounds less. 800 pounds less. And right now we're sitting at 160.8. So 800 pounds off of that will be 160. So let's say our landing weight is going to be 160. 160. Oh wow. We can keep low brake. We'll be at 7,000 feet. Yeah. We're either going to be Whiskey 5 or Whiskey 6. Well, it certainly won't be Whiskey 4 or Whiskey 3. So, hopefully it's Whiskey 5 or Whiskey 6. And then we'll just make our way over to the terminal. Perfect. That's our story, and we're sticking to it. Here we go. We're on Go Joe. We're almost at Go Joe. Almost to Go Joe. Hey, Tampa just came up 119.9. Cool. We have a student, an S3 approach controller. It just signed on. So awesome. Glad to help. £100 different. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. So, I'm wondering.
Tampa approach, American 371 is descending through 3300.
I am not going to equalize the tanks because I'm
contact,
wondering if that's screwing up the flight model, and the reason why I'm going to the right.
Looks like I was one left approach, American.
You would think that the lighter engine might
71, reduce
come
speed
out
to 210
quicker.
knots, turn right heading 270.
The lighter engine would come out quicker, which would make me go right.
Right 270,
Maybe.
American 371.
Thinking this would, that I should equalize the tank, but 100 pounds isn't going to be a big difference on a big airplane like this. No. I should have listened to the American. Standard pressure. 87 was what we had. I'm gonna wait for him to ping me.
Legion 978, cut around.
Oh no.
Legion 971, Roger. Flyer runway heading, maintain 3000.
Flyer heading 3000, Legion 978.
Alright, we're 6.
Correction marker 371, turn right heading 040, intercept runway 1 left, localizer.
Right 040, intercept 1 left, localizer, marker 371.
Approach. Borrow ref. Yep, we got it. Let's just, we're not there yet, but we'll get it going once we cross 10,000. Let's go. We are going to go low on the brake right now. And we're in good shape, so we're going to keep it at norm. We got no
Legion 978, radar contact lost.
minimum. 211. We're gonna do the ILS. What do we got? We got information alpha. We got information alpha.
American 371, cleared ILS runway 1 left approach the winds, tree 0011, gust 21, runway 1 left, clear to land.
Sounds like he's laughing. Tampa approach, good evening, Delta 1227 on descending via the Matty 5 arrival with information alpha. Huh. Tampa approach, Delta 12. Huh. Something just happened. Tampa approach, good evening, Delta 1227, descending via the Matty 5 arrival with information alpha.
Delta 1227, Tampa approach, shot at. Delta 1227, near to contact through 10,000. Tampa altimeter 2989, expect the ILS from the 1 left approach.
Okay, copy that on the altimeter. We'll expect the ILS 1 left approach, Delta 1227. Wrong. speed. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and get the landing system on. Charlie, welcome to the channel. Thanks for the subscription. Alright, let's get the landing lights on. Let's go ahead and make sure the seatbelt is on. So we're good there. Let's finish up with our approach checklist. Barrel ref, 0.89 for both. Seatbelts are on. Minimum is 211. Auto brake, low. And engine mode selector.
So the 1227 cross tooth at or below 5,000.
Alright, okay, Delta 1227's crossing tooth at or below 5,000. Alright, so let's make sure we got tooth. We're going to cross tooth at 5, so we're good.
Hi, Captain. The cabin is now secure for landing.
Thank you. What type of speed restriction do we have at tooth? Okay, 210. Alright.
American 371, welcome to Tampa, whiskey to the ramp.
Whiskey to the ramp, American 371, thanks for service. Good night.
So you guys know, here we are. Here we go. Here's Tampa. We're good. We got Tooth, Buggo, and Phelan, all at 210 from Tooth. Phelan. So it'll be interesting to see what he does and where he puts us. I am using TrackIR right now. Can you see I've been going back and forth like this? I know. You guys are probably getting motion sickness because of it. But yeah, I use TrackIR. I love it. I love it. I should probably take it off though when I'm in cruise, just talking. But I don't. There's some streamers that do that. And I like it. I like it when they're not, you know, moving all around and I'm getting all dizzy. And I have the TrackIR where I have the receiver like over my monitor, right? And so I don't have it like on my like the one that has, you know, that you like put on your hat or whatever. Or I don't know if I explained that right. I mean, it's kind of like it looks like a microphone that I'm attaching to my headset. That's the kind that I have. That, yeah. You know what I'm talking about probably if you know TrackIR. Alright, so our landing checklist will be once we're fully configured, and we'll go ECAM memo, and we'll take a look at that. We have our landing lights are on. Just make sure we got that on. The seatbelts are on, just confirming everything at this point. I don't anticipate that we'll end up having enough time to turn engine 2 off on our taxi, so we will just go straight in. It's right there. It's pretty quick. Alright, tooth is going to be 5,000, so we got the clearance to be at or below. At or below 5,000. I don't know. He said at or below. I think he said at or below. I have to review it. Anyway, I'm going to pass it at 5. I'm surely not going to be lower than 5. It should be at or above 5,000. I had no plans to cross tooth below 5,000, for the record. Alright. I need to get us to 210. Let's go. Our constraint is 210. I'm pulling it. I'm getting down to 210 right now. Clean speed would be 219.
Delta 27, descend to maintain 3,000.
Okay, down to 3,000, Delta 1227. Woohoo! Let's go! I want to do 1,300. I like to get down there. There's quite a bit of wind coming off our right side. I'm not going to go heading quite yet. We'll keep it on right here. I am ready to go directo to Lagu. Alright, I am going to go manage speed, flap 1. Alright, speed check, flap 1. There we go, manage speed. That should bring us down to 200. I am going to actually throw it in heading mode.
Tampa approach, Coast Guard 3010 at 400 feet, heading southwest.
Let's go 3010 Tampa approach, squawk 0166.
Squawk 1066, Coast Guard 3010.
Coast Guard 3010 0166, 0166.
01.
Alright, so we've sequenced the approach at Lagu.
Delta 27, turn left heading 090, descend to maintain 2,500.
Okay, left 090 down to 2,500, Delta 1227. Let's get down there first. We're 4 miles away, so this is going to be quick. Or, I mean, we're 4 miles away from the track, I should say. No, I didn't pull it fast enough, so I need to get down. Alright, let's go ahead and
Delta 27, continue the left turn heading 040, intercept runway 1 left localizer.
040 to intercept the 1 left localizer, Delta 1227.
2,500. 3010, you're ready to contact about 7 miles southwest of the Tampa airport. Tampa altimeter 29899, you just said you're southwest now?
That's affirmative, heading southwest to St. Pete area.
Lagu's 10 miles out.
3010,
Alright, so we're
maintain
16.1, it's 2 miles, so we're at 14 miles out right now. We're Lodestar, so we've intercepted a localizer. We're headed down to 25, we're now level at 25, we're 2 dots above. I'm going to hold off on flaps 2 right now, because flaps 2 is going to bring us down pretty quick. Flaps 2 will bring us to 155. And I'm not ready to go there yet.
Delta 27, traffic off to your 10 to 11 o'clock southwestbound, say Coast Guard helicopter at 400.
Okay, Delta 1227 has the traffic in sight.
1227, roger. Traffic snow factor, cleared, cleared ILS running 1 left approach.
Okay, clear the ILS 1 left approach, Delta 1227. Okay, we're clear for the approach, not clear to land yet. Alright, so let's go ahead and we're clear for the approach. We have no one else in a pattern, so let's go flaps 2. Speed check. Ooh, ground. 21.7. Alright, once we get 1 dot above, we'll put the gear down. Alright, we're 1 dot above, gear down. Let's go ahead and arm the spoilers while we're waiting for the gear to come down. Let's turn on our runway takeoff lights as well as our taxi light to take off. We got 3 green.
1227 winds, tree 0011, gust 21, runway 1 left, clear to land.
Okay, runway 1 left, clear to land, Delta 1227. That's the winds that we have in the perf page, so I don't need to change anything at this point. I do want our missed approach in here. 3,000 feet. We are intercepted on glide scope, so we are good. 3,000 feet, here we go. Oh, we're not fully configured yet, so let's go to flaps 3. And flaps 4. Okay, flaps full. Alright, we're fully configured. We're 1,800 feet above the ground. Landing checklist, please. ECAM memo. Landing no blue. Thank you. Here we go. All right. So I got 100 pounds difference from left wing to right wing. That's how much the APU must have eaten. So we'll see if that has any bearing on the landing. Shouldn't. But we've got a lot of wind from the left. That's not what was advertised. What was advertised was 300 at 11. We're at 310 at 25 right now. But it was gusty. It said gust to 221, right? Gust to 21.
1,000.
500 feet, I will go. I'll take off the autopilot. So the whole thing is to keep it on the center line as much as we can today, because that is where we've been weak on the Airbus A321. We've been right of the center line all the freaking time. And we yank it back to the left, and it's no bueno. We got our clearance to land.
Tampa departure, good evening. Allegiant 1564 on the ground seat, Petersburg, IFR Appleton.
Allegiant 1564, Tampa departure, good evening. You're clear to the Appleton Airport, engine 2 departure, Layson, and asphalt. Maintain 2,000, spec flight level, tree 6010, MSFS for departure. Departures with me, squawk 0514.
Clear to Appleton, ended 2 Layson, transition as filed 2360, intend departure with you 0514, Allegiant 1564.
100.
Allegiant 1564, readback is correct, advise ready for taxi short of Alpha, expect runway tree 6 for departure.
Specs 36, call you short Alpha, Legion 1564.
Again, right. Yank it to the left. We gotta work on that. Okay, we got spoilers, we got rev green.
Uniform.
70.
Alright, 459 Bravo Echo, Roger. Clinch up, Chris, 10 by 1.
So we gotta work on that. But
Delta 1227, welcome to Tampa, right when able, ground point 72.
okay, right when able, ground point 7, Delta 1227, see ya. Alright, let's get this light off. Alright. Tampa ground, Delta 1227 is vacated. Runway 1 left, taxiing to Echo Gates.
Delta 1227 Tampa ground, hello, welcome. Taxi to the terminal via Victor 5. Have a good evening.
Alright, we'll taxi to the Echo Gates via Victor 5, Delta 1227, thank you. Alright, let's get our flaps up, let's get the spoilers, let's clean ourselves up, let's get the APU going, uno, dos, tres, and let's go ahead and get out of their way. There's Victor 5. We're going to Echo 62. Echo 62. Let me slow down here though. Let me go ahead and get our radars off. TARA off. Alright, let's go. Let's keep going. Let's keep moving. Let's see where 62 is. $65, 62, is it 62? 62, so I'm expecting 62 to be over here. This looks to be 65, 66, 67, so yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, we might have some time. We might actually have some time. Yeah, I'm going to turn off engine 2. Engine 2 is now going off. Go ahead and turn off our taxi light so we don't blind the ground crew. I see 62. No one's out there greeting us. Wow, cool. Where is the A321? Oh, there it is. It's the second one. Don't mind us. We don't have our friend out there. Sorry, guys. There we go. Ah. All right, that's good enough. Perfect. Let's go ahead and shut down engine number 1. Parking brake set. Positive pressure. I did not get our electric pump engaged. Bad on me. I'm glad we had enough pressure for the brakes, I guess. Manual braking. How did that happen when we don't? I guess they used the PTU. All right, whatever. Let's go ahead and it's time to deboard. We're here. There it is. It's coming in. Fantastic. Ground services. Perfect. Let's go ahead and get the power on. How are we doing on that? Beacon can come off. Beacon can come off. Seat belts are good. Let's go ahead and get them off. Alright, that was good. There we are. Well, that is the retro Delta livery. We went from Orlando to Atlanta and back to Tampa. Orlando, Atlanta, Tampa. Wow, look at that. You can see the Marriott. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Why are we in Atlanta? No, we're not in Atlanta. We are in Tampa. We are in Tampa. It's pretty cool. So this is the scenery by VerticalSim. VerticalSim for Tampa. Look at that. Look at that blinking light right there. Man, that's so realistic here. So yeah, we are in Tampa. Just landed on 1 left. VerticalSim. Look at that. Look at the dude. Kind of scary. Kind of scary. There's only one person in there. He looks a little down. We do have somebody walking around outside. Did not bother to help us. He's kind of doing the happy dance. All good. Yeah, so VerticalSim. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Alright, what else do we need to do here? So we wrap this up. We no longer need a nav and a logo. Good. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, so that was long, man. That was 3 hours and 40 minutes to go from Orlando to Atlanta and then turn around in Atlanta to come back to Tampa. But a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I did. I am absolutely smoked. But here I am in Tampa with the retro Delta livery, Delta 1227. From Atlanta to Tampa tonight is in the books, and of all the passengers on, let's just make sure before we end. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It said deboard. Deboarded. Boarded, boarded, deboarded. It said deboard. And we have the seatbelts off. So I don't know why they didn't deboard. Everything looks good. It's all attached. So we'll just assume that they bro is head glitching in the I know. It's kinda scary. Let's take a closer look. Can I take a closer look from here? No, let me go back here. I think he might be talking to somebody. Is that somebody right there? I don't know. It's a pretty big dude and he's pointing at somebody, and I don't know. He's got his head down. He looks like he's pretty upset, you know? I don't know.
Center ground, good evening, American.
Actually,
1836.
it's starting to freak me out, and
Alpha here with November, ready for taxi.
I know Buster's getting upset.
American 1836 confirming walking normal.
He's about ready. He's about ready to go down the tarmac and go get him. So, anyway, that was the APU. Yeah, we got the APU still going.
We should be up and going now. Sorry about that, American 1836.
All right, guys. Till next time. Clear skies.
American 36, runway 1 right, taxi by Golf
Warm
Can I
tailwinds.
get Charlie?
Let's see if we can see Buster one last time. Is Buster, can we see him? No.
Golf 2,
No,
if we can make it
can't
Charlie
see
cross
him.
10 Charlie.
But we can hear him. Oh yeah, there he is.
One,
Yep, you can see his
one left for
tongue.
American
But
830.
anyway. Alright, till next time.
Right.
Clear skies,
If you want one left,
warm
we can take you
tailwinds.
over there to longer taxi.
Buster, take it away.
No worries, we'll stick with one right. Of course, thank you, American.
Alright.